Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The Tigers offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Terry. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback making adjustments.
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go. Hornet.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He's looking downfield to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He's going for it all. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Missouri. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his... that one.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that would carry momentum into the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Play of the period, first down here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's caught. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Missouri wants to go fast.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Texas offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Nice move. Creates some space. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Pulls it in. It's Washington.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Tatum. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The throw to the outside is complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got a man. It's Hayes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On the run, it's Tatum. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground, it's Tatum. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside. That's why he scored.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Connection to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
42, Spider.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Tatum. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's LeBlanc. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's what...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front seven, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
To the ground with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Spire.
Kill.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll run it to the right. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and